All right, by a show of hands, how many fans do we have of the TV series Ted Lasso? Woo, this is going to be fun. I think this is your lucky day. All right, well, if you haven't seen the show, a bit of a recap is that it's centered around a professional soccer team, and it imparts valuable lessons on love, forgiveness, and second chances, particularly in the face of adversity. And our focus today is on the practice that challenges us at our very basic nature, and that is loving our enemies. Ted Lasso is an American college football coach, and he is hired to head a premier soccer club in London, England. But he knows absolutely nothing about soccer. And so he is despised by his team, he is derided by the press, he is insulted by the fans, and even worse, he is being played by the team's owner and his boss, Rebecca, who is using Ted to destroy the team, to avenge her lying ex-husband, Rupert, because he loved the team, the Greyhound Richmonds, more than he loved his wife, Rebecca. But before we charge ahead, let's have some fun, because it's time again for a Ted Lasso trivia contest. And the winners will take away this great prize. So here we go. We're going to start out with a very easy question. On the first day of work, Ted brings his boss, Rebecca, a tasty little pink box with some treats inside. What does Ted call this gift? What's inside? Biscuits? Shortbread's inside, and he's going to give biscuits to whom? Rebecca the boss. Biscuits with the boss. Who said Rebecca? It's yours. The biscuits are yours this day. Claim your biscuits. Come on. Oh, it's Wendy. Yay! Oh, behind Wendy. Oh, biscuits with the boss. May you be blessed eternally in this life and the next. All right. Isn't it fun to visit a church for the very first time? You get sweet treats. All right. Okay, now, when the soccer team's mascot, Earl Greyhound, comes to a very tragic end in the field, the chief operating officer is charged with choosing the replacement. Higgins receives an office full of baby greyhounds from the rescue shelter delightfully named Barkingham Palace. Higgins narrows it down to 2 dogs. The first dog is named Tina Fey Hound, named after Tina Fey, and the second greyhound is named Macy Greyhound, named after the R&B singer and actress. Which dog became the mascot? Tina Fey Hound or Macy Greyhound? It's one or the other. Take a chance. Live wildly. Somebody said it. I heard it. Macy Greyhound. Who said it out loud? There was a shy one out there. There we go, Debbie. Take your biscuits. Debbie Coleman right there, 4th row. She whispered. So kind. Debbie, may you be rewarded eternally. All right, the big bonus question. When Nate, the one-time Kit and water boy, was elevated to assistant coach by Ted Lasso, he turns into a Judas character and betrays Ted. Nate seeks to destroy everyone's morale, and he secretly tears up a very important sign that is in the locker room. What does that sign say?
Believe.
Wow, believe! Who got it? Behind Skylar and Linda. Oh, this is your lucky day. And may you be rewarded in heaven forever. All right, my friends, well done. In Ted Lasso, loving your enemies and offering and receiving the gift of forgiveness brings us to the heart of the gospel today. Jesus teaches us that we are to love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. In the TV series, Ted helps everyone grow bit by bit, and they begin to improve their lives and the world around them. That's the Lasso way. And it's all about loving your enemies. And just as Ted faces numerous enemies, we encounter enemies unexpectedly. They may manifest as people who oppose us, harbor resentment, or even seek to harm us. Yet Ted Lasso teaches the power of responding to enemies with kindness. And despite the negativity and hostility he encounters, he treats everyone with respect. He extends friendship, and he patiently wins them over with his compassion and his sincere efforts. So how does he do it? Well, he shows us that to love our enemies, we must first try to understand them. Ted takes time to get to know every one of those teammates who deride him. He gets to know their fears, their insecurities, their hopes, their dreams, and this understanding helps bridge the gap between himself and those who oppose him. And so for us, when we make an effort to understand our enemies and those who oppose us, we discover their humanity, and we realize that, like us, they too are influenced by their struggles and by their pain. So one of the most profound lessons in Ted Lasso is the power of forgiveness and second chances. And in the very third season, when Beard, who is one of the coaches and Ted's very best friend, struggles when Ted asks him to forgive Nate, who so deeply betrayed him and the team, Beard really struggles. And while I won't share all the details of his story because I hope you will watch it, Beard reveals something so tender, that the forgiveness that Ted once showed toward Beard showed him the way to salvation. And so he's going to endeavor to do the same for Nate. In Ted Lasso, offering the gift of forgiveness brings us to the heart of our gospel. Theologian and writer Richard Rohr reminds us about why forgiveness is so powerful and why it's so important for us to practice. He says it births forth 3 goods in our lives. And here it is. He writes, "Forgiveness is the only human action that simultaneously reveals goodness in 3 ways. First, when we forgive, we choose the goodness of the person over their faults. 2, when we forgive, we experience God's goodness flowing through ourselves. And 3, when we extend forgiveness, we experience a goodness that even surprises us in our very heart. Because you see, forgiveness creates an awesome power of connection, both human and divine. And that changes everything. And as followers of Jesus, we are called to love our enemies. It's easy for us to love those who love us, but the true test lies in loving and extending forgiveness to those who are against us. And here's the best news of all. Loving our enemies is a power that every single one of us has. It's a gift. And it's a gift that can make this world a better place. Ted Lasso may not have known a lot about soccer, but he sure did know a lot about forgiving our enemies, and that doing so is stronger than we can ever imagine, because it heals our hurts, and it binds up the wounds in our world. Amen.